his 13th already. He's had a 22-rebound game in these playoffs. Paul, they played better at both ends. Chris Paul drives, kicks it back out. Booker gets a good look for three. It's good. Middleton in front of won't go, and then a combo with a follow. Head to Booker, one man to beat. Blocked by Holiday, but ain't on the slam as Cam Johnson's hustle kept it alive. Timeout, though. Holiday. Giannis gets inside. Then a combo. Booker rides on the defensive player of the year. High.
Inspiring, leading, trying to rally the troops. And don't just talk about it, be about it. Aggressive, third quarter. Again, knocks down the long balls. Wants the basketball, puts his head down, attacks the paint, continues to put pressure on the Phoenix Suns. And how about this one? Look at wanting the basketball. Get me the basketball. I'm rolling. Get me the touches. Gets the basketball. Get out of my way. Takes advantage. 12 points.
Oh, we're back.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sway Reporting Live.
Y'all ain't shit. How you gonna start the show up like that?
Today is July 9th for all intensive purposes, which means Gersh Park video dropped yesterday. If you didn't tune in,
Watch the video.
Tune in.
Run it up.
I wasn't there, but listen. It gets different.
Stay away from
you feel me? A lot of hard work.
Sweat for y'all.
Gersh, we going to Gersh tonight.
You feel me? This is not the last time you guys will see us at Gersh. Just know, y'all go pre that Sway Reporting Live on YouTube.
Catch us on the court.
Best street basketball tournament, New York, hands down.
Gersh is the Barclay of Brooklyn. For real.
Barclay?
The Barclay of
the Barclay in Brooklyn.
We will discuss
Listen,
this topic.
I feel like that's disrespectful to say.
Nah, that's not because let me tell you, Gersh is different than the Barclays. Obviously, you got the NBA, but this is like.
I feel you though. This
Gersh
is a
is
spectacle.
the Mecca to me.
For the trenches.
For the trenches, for the hood. Put on. Shout out to BK Stompers too. That's family.
Shout out Sean Bell.
Bell.
I need my bottle of Bel Air.
Yo, hey, I'm gonna try to win that bottle of Bel Air back next time we go, but it's alright. It's tabbed.
That's what we do over here.
Put that down.
You feel me? It's tabbed. So let's transition. Since we talking bets, a lot of bets are going on for the NBA Finals. Yes, we are 2 games late. The series is 2-0 in favor of Phoenix. Devin Booker just came off a 31-point game. Giannis tried to battle that 42 points, went 15 for 20 from the field. Couldn't get it done.
42 though.
Of course, let's start off with our predictions before we go into the first 2 games of what we saw. I'll go off first. I had the Bucks in 7. This may be surprising to all of you because I'm not the guy that has been backing Giannis, but I've also been on record saying it just feels like a different year, and this different year has brought him to the finals. Once again, I have Bucks in 7.
Okay, so
I know why y'all like this because my past transgressions of talking about this man.
I was about to say I understand why you're saying that, but I agree with you to an extent of it's a different year. It is a different year, but not for Giannis. For CP, trust. That man is he's working, bro. Like I think I saw a meme on Instagram the other day, and I really agreed with it. It said CP been working his whole life for this moment, and he has, and he's showing it. And yeah, so let's predictions. I go. We spoke about this earlier. I said Suns in 5, but I say Suns in 6. Suns in 6.
Suns in 6. Okay. Who would like to go next?
Close out Chris is in the building, but I had Suns in 6.
Close out
before,
Chris.
Yeah, I had Suns in 6 before the series started. One, Giannis with the hyperextended knee. I didn't know how he was gonna be.
True.
Coming back. Okay. And 2, they really are. I'll save that. Just predictions. 4-2 Suns.
Okay.
4-2 Suns.
Yeah, I got Suns in 6. I had Suns in 6 before. But I'm like,
I think we should.
I don't know why he switched.
But hold on.
No, I don't. Yeah, I have
no idea. Before you start,
this was like a different year.
I'm not gonna lie. I want the series to go to 7 only because if the series goes to 7, Game 7 is the day before my birthday, so I'll be fake.
I don't want no 7.
Respectfully, I want the Suns.
I want the Suns to sweep them.
The Suns are good. Whoa, so you're jacking Suns in 4?
I said Suns in 6. I want the Suns to sweep them. I'm not gonna bet on that.
The way they move, they could do it.
I'll put a bottle of LA on Suns in 6.
I mean, you got me agreeing with you, so I can't bet that.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm the only one that would have to.
Yeah, he's saying 7. Like
I'm
I'm ready to hold one.
I'm already down with.
I'll put that one.
And it ain't the regular 30 bottle. It's the LA Blue that joins cash.
Shout out to Ricky
$100, brother. Liquor store today after this episode.
But okay, so you know what? I'll take that bet for the sake of it. You feel me?
Nah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
But I don't think Bucks is making it to 7. I want it to happen.
I think the Bucks got their next 2 at home.
No.
Yes, that's how it goes. It goes 2. So you think they win the 2 straight?
You think they about to win 2 straight?
I mean,
I'm not jacking it.
What I think is about to happen, they're about to go to the Bucks. They're about to go to Milwaukee, right? Yeah, they just
facts.
play 2 in Phoenix. They're gonna go to Milwaukee. They might win Game 3. Suns is gonna win Game 4 and take it back home.
Nah, I feel like the Suns will go up 3-0. Then they gonna win Game 4. Then they gonna
That's
win
probable, but I feel like the way the Bucks been playing, they got 2. They gonna get 2 in a row.
They're not gonna get
I
2.
don't see
They're gonna
that.
get 1.
Oh, yeah.
But based off how they play, that's why I said I think they're gonna have a get back game for Game 3.
Why don't you see that from them?
Because if they win Game 3, they're gonna sweep
stopping
them.
Phoenix.
If they win Game 3, they're getting swept.
Wait,
Word.
what's the question?
He's like,
He said they're gonna win 2
No, what's
straight.
his question?
I said I don't see them stopping Phoenix.
He was saying that they're
I
gonna
feel like
win
there's a
Game 3.
chance.
I'm saying I feel like Phoenix will go up 3-0.
And then they're gonna
win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think the Phoenix.
I feel like they get 2 in a row
Yeah.
after they go down 3-0.
Really?
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't think so.
It's gonna be hard for them to get.
I think if they go down,
Desperation.
if they're down
Because
3,
I don't like legit. Like, if you look at how the team matches up,
It's 4-0. It's over.
close out, Chris.
bro. You have to understand. Right now in the current position, the Bucks could get swept.
That's fine. But
In
they were
the
in this
current
position
position right
last
now,
round.
they could get swept.
If they don't win the next game, that's what I'm saying. They have to win Game 3. If they don't win Game 3, the season's over.
winning Game 3.
They was down.
I see them winning
You know what's
Game
crazy? It looked like they couldn't guard the Nets the first 2 games.
That's
That's
a
a series.
fact.
It looked outlandish.
Giannis was tired.
Before Kyrie got hurt, they were beating the Nets. So it's like maybe you get the first 2 games at home, and it's not like it was like a few mistakes. And I feel like Mike Budenholzer, but I'm not a part of that coaching staff, should make a few adjustments. Giannis shouldn't be gone DeAndre in at all. Like, this is Brook Lopez, you do that. But
Brook Lopez didn't even have that good of a game. He had like.
I mean, what are you really expecting from
Giannis
Brook
is
Lopez?
back.
True, but what I'm
I
expecting
mean, like
is
I'm
to.
picking, but I'm not looking at Brook Lopez as their focal point. What needs to be, or what is the key, is legit Drew Holiday.
Oh, okay, but
And Middleton has
Drew
to just
Holiday
rise up a little bit.
Drew Holiday had
Middleton has to be-
17.
Chris
He had
Middleton has to be
17.
exceptional.
He was Gooch. I feel like to me, it would put every other game, every other game he had put on.
It's so
What?
easy to beat the Suns.
It's not. But listen, look,
He said he
look,
has to be exceptional. It's
look,
not easy
look
to
what
be
Sway said.
exceptional.
Giannis. I mean,
Like, all of them gotta be exceptional.
nah,
Even then, it's
everybody
still
has to
50-50.
be exceptional. But what's his name? Drew has 17. That's not bad. That's good to me.
Okay.
You have to for Brooke. He just came off of his playoff career high, so I feel like now I'm gonna start implementing him more. Not saying he has to be my number 1, number 2, number 3 option. You feel me? Because that's Giannis, Drew, Chris Middleton. However you want to mix it up, I don't care who's the number
Chris
1.
Middleton should be the first option.
Chris Middleton is number 1.
First option, Chris.
First option, Chris. First option, Chris for a closer. I do that.
I want the ball
Yes.
going to
Yes, for closing the game, I want the ball
think
to Chris
about Phoenix
Middleton.
under-
I don't see
Phoenix-
Chris giving us 30 a game.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say for closing the game, okay, Chris. But in terms of I want the ball and
He's not gonna
Why
give
is
y'all
why is
30 a
Phoenix
game.
why has Phoenix been so unstoppable?
because
Because their big man is they have 2 guards that can pick and roll you to death with a big man that can actually.
Yeah.
Do they switch it up at all? Do they have to?
No, they don't have to.
I mean, they no. They have switched it up due to injury.
but they go back to the same play.
God, no
No, but
injury.
that's
Yeah,
what you
but-
mean. Like, do they switch
What I'm,
up consistently?
what I'm
No.
saying is, you put Chris Middleton in a pick and roll with Brook or Giannis every play. You leave the other one down there on the block, Giannis or Brook. It's kind of like you can't
Yeah,
stop.
but then
but they're not gonna switch
But then,
with-
Varno, what you suggested is the Bucks get into the shootout with the Suns.
Exactly, and
That
who,
don't
who's
make
gonna
no
win?
sense.
Wait, what? That's not. Y'all forgot the Bucks hit 29 threes this year.
That's
But then they'll go.
That's cool.
I mean,
I was about to say, but
What the
that's
Suns
At
do?
home,
they're-
at home,
at home, they
at home,
they
they're
shoot like
home
that.
shooters.
Nah, I get it. I
Right.
feel you,
Home
but what do the
shooters.
Suns do? Period.
exactly
They score. They run.
They're not shooters. They're bucket getters.
like they're
Yeah,
gonna go.
because the trade
And
don't fly.
Cam,
They
both
move the
Cams
ball.
and
Cam Johnson
and Bridges.
Yeah.
Them
Okay.
boys let it fly. They shooters.
I mean, their
Mikal
job is
Bridges.
their job is to let it fly.
Mikal Bridges.
But they shoot at a really
Yeah, at a good
efficient clip.
pace. Yeah,
Really
they,
efficient
they,
clip.
they're not.
Like, bro.
I wouldn't, but that's consistent though. Mikal Bridges just had what 24, 27 yesterday.
Like, if we not
Like-
even talking about CP, I don't think we need to discuss CP. We discussed him in several videos.
Did you see? Did you see? Did you? Oh my goodness, Steven Jackson. He was talking about CP3. How to stop him.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
I saw that, and what he said is so facts. Cut off his right, send him left. Yo, if you really pay attention to Chris Paul, and I want them to win. I'm not saying this.
Wait, hold on. You think sending Chris Paul to his left?
Of course, and it's crazy
I
because
don't know
after he said it,
So
look,
you want him to
after
have 20 assists?
No, you say that, but if look what Vando is saying, right? You get CP3 in the let's say you get the pick and roll action, right? Now
You send him left.
Who is
And
Drew?
Ayton rolls right.
Let's say it's the Phoenix Bull. You got Drew guarding CP, right? Switch it. Now it's Brook on CP3, right? Let's say they don't switch. Drew fights the screen. He's good. Stay stationary. Send him left. You don't even have to get
Like
over.
I said, remember.
Yo, I ain't gonna
All you gotta do
Drew
is send him
is
left,
my
or he's gonna have to be forced to shoot.
With the pick and roll
he's not-
out,
he's
with
gonna
the
have to
screen
pass the ball.
comes, and you send him left. And Ayton, who's more than likely will be the one setting that
You gotta
screen.
give
Rolls
him
right.
something,
What are
and
you doing?
and that's why they're so.
I just said he gonna have 20 assists that game.
Exactly.
And Cam-
But that's why they're so
Cam
dominant right now
Bridges
because.
is-
But you can't. You gotta cut that off. You have to cut it off. You
What
gotta
are you
make.
talking
You gotta
about?
make
So-
somebody else score for
You
the
gotta
Bucks.
remember,
You
it's
gotta
not
make
just
somebody
them
else score.
two moving. Everyone on that team
Yeah,
is
all five
moving.
move.
Everyone's moving all the time.
All five move on the Bucks when Giannis.
They don't
is
let
on
you
the
get
floor.
a set defense. That's why they get open
So that's
shots.
what I wanted.
That's- yeah.
That's kind of what I wanted to go into next. Because what we saw with the Bucks before Giannis, while Giannis was hurt, was the Bucks were able to look complete almost. Brook Lopez goes for a 20-something point
They
game.
look like a team because they
Yes.
had to be because they don't. Because
Why
they
is
have no
that?
option.
The question is, why do you think that isn't translating to when he's on the floor? I know he's a dominant big.
That's what
He's a
I'm
dominant
saying.
ball
He stops ball movement.
He
Yes.
stops everything. Brook just
Yes.
had 30. Brook just had 30. Why
That's
are you
they
going
try
from
so
30
hard
to
make
8?
him into
because they
a
have
passing
tools. They
big
can't close the paint.
You feel me?
Because
You just had 30.
he stops the ball.
Now
It's
you got
either
8.
if he dunk, it's either dunk or bust.
Man,
And he's not shooting like Chris Middleton. You're not gonna get threes out of
Not
Giannis
even
like
shooting
Middleton.
like- he's not even shooting like Ayton.
Exactly.
That's why Chris Middleton should be putting the shots up more.
Yeah, but will he make them
I mean, given the playoff history, look where he at. Yes,
every time?
they've beaten everybody they've been up against. Literally, we're down 0-2 to the Nets
I feel you.
and came back like
Kyrie got hurt.
A lot of
Kyrie
shit
got hurt
happened.
while they was losing.
But
them.
what I also realized this playoffs
Yeah.
is that Milwaukee they will turn it up at home when they need to,
Yeah.
That's
and then
cool.
they will still get that one road win.
When they need
In
to.
almost every, I think in every series they've done that.
But for the Suns, Phoenix, for me,
I feel like Phoenix
history
can get
has
one
proven
in the
that Phoenix is even like they're not losing at home.
Phoenix, I feel like
Not to
Phoenix
say that
can
they
get one
haven't,
in Milwaukee, bro.
but-
I strongly feel like that's gonna happen.
What?
Bro.
Say it again.
I see Phoenix getting at least one game in Milwaukee.
That's what I said. They're gonna
Like, I
get
see
game
it
4.
happening, like,
If they look, this is what's gonna happen. This is my prediction right now. They go right. They're up 2. Phoenix is up 2. They're gonna go home. If Milwaukee loses this game, if Phoenix goes 3-0, they're getting swept.
Yeah, it's a
no
sweep. They
doubt
get that 3-0
about
sweep.
it. Like they're gonna. I'm telling you, just like Mike said, like they're gonna try to come back. Because Mike's saying if they go up 3, Milwaukee's gonna win that 4th game. I don't think so. If
I
they
think
go
in
up
the fourth
3,
game probably lose 5.
that might be a thing. But I feel like it's like for like Vano said, close out Chris. Once you see that
That's
3-0,
what I'm
it's
saying.
over. Like
If-
he's not even gonna
like
try to
this,
give him a
Then
chance.
even on the closeout Chris point, because I'm feedbacking to your point.
Mm-hmm.
If they lose, if Milwaukee win Game 3,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Chris gonna give him 30 in Game 4.
That's what I'm saying. I think got
Want
Milwaukee
to know what I
winning
saw
this
when
game.
you talk about that in that clip? I saw what's the show? Speak for Yourself with Marcellus and Emmanuel Acho. So Emmanuel Acho was saying in every series Chris Paul has given you one game of 30 points per game. He averages 19 for the playoffs, and in each series, in every closeout situation that he's been in,
30?
it's 30. But then he also said he has that once per series, historically.
Yeah, like it's only one
And
game.
he's given
gonna
you,
give you
and his point was he's given us 30 in the first game. He shot that clip. He shot that. Do you think he's gonna run out of clips this series, or is just straight motivation?
Because this is the
I'm not gonna
Chris
hold
ain't
you. I
never
feel
been
like
to the
he's-
chair.
I feel like he's gonna give every last.
The only thing that's stopping Chris Paul from like
is himself.
competing and closing out the series is sudden death.
Yeah,
that's
like
it.
legit
Like he
death.
legit
He
has to
must
pass out
die.
on the
Like,
like,
he
he's
must
not.
die.
He has torn ligaments in the shoe and hand
something
already.
has
It
to
didn't matter.
happen.
He still gave him buckets. Like,
Something-
He had a turn ankle as well. If
Something
he
he
still
has-
gave him buckets.
Something
He
has to
might
happen.
just
Like,
come on.
say he gotta go out. He can't walk.
CP go die. Maybe
Right.
that last leg.
They gotta tell him like, yo, bro, you can't even walk.
he told
bro.
you, you gotta pull out Isaiah Thomas in the finals.
What?
He's
Yeah,
telling
what?
me.
This is his first. You think he's losing?
CP may retire.
Look,
after this.
you gotta understand.
That's what I'm saying. Nah, for real. Think about it. Like,
Understand?
he really
That's
might
what they
retire, and I was
after
thinking
this.
about that. I'm glad you said
That's
it.
wicked,
He
though.
really could, and
He
if
could
he does,
if
I'm
he
not
retire,
mad.
he's
I'm
legendary.
not mad. He's legendary.
God.
I don't give a.
He's God.
Nah, bro.
It took you 16 to get
listen,
away, then you
and
mad
that's,
at your
that's
God?
the definition of
Point
hustle,
guard.
tunnel vision.
Braun could be.
Point
You know,
guard.
That's the motivation
Point
you
guard.
need. That
Because if these niggas gonna have a guy,
Yo, bro,
CP
listen, bro.
point guard.
You need to, yo, bro.
Point
If you really
guard.
think about it, bro, I seen a like, bro. I was talking to one of my old high school coaches. He's like, yeah, don't be like Steph, don't be like Curry, don't be like Dame, be like CP. He's the true definition. When you think of a true definition of a point guard,
Nah, I'd rather be like CP over CP.
I'd rather really
CP
be
got translatable skills.
exactly that can go anywhere. He's been playing for you. Just try to.
I don't want translatable skills. I want that.
Oh,
you want generational talent.
all right.
Okay.
Look at Dame.
Okay.
Does he have a ring?
Who?
Dame
I didn't say
Lillard.
Dame. I
I'm
said
saying
Steph.
Dame.
I didn't say Dame.
I'm not talking about Steph.
You said Steph Curry.
No. Run it back. I'm talking about Steph. I also said Dame Lillard.
Not you, brother.
I
Not
also
you.
said Damian Lillard.
Dame is
Is
I
what?
said Robert Horry got
That's
7.
what I'm saying. Dame is what? Because Dame is whack? You gonna say Dame is whack?
I say he has partial generational.
No, he's
talent.
he's generational talent.
Like
Oh.
He's
what?
generational
Like
talent.
they're like
He's
Steve.
a generational.
You're going
talent.
there?
Yes, he's a
I
generational
feel,
talent.
okay, see why I halfway disagree with you?
Damian
for
Lillard is
reporting
a
live.
generational talent.
This is why I'm halfway disagreeing with you.
He shoots 35 footers and jumps over people.
Okay, but you have to understand, you can work to that, and then there's
He
steps where
shoots
he was already
40%
doing
from
that.
35
like,
feet.
That's
like
true.
there's certain
He
dudes
wasn't
where it's-
shooting like that.
Bro,
He just
there's a
started doing it.
difference. Steph is
Gilbert
gifted
Arenas
with
is-
that.
Gilbert
Damian
Arenas is
Lillard
giving it
worked to that.
Word.
Generational talent.
That's fine, but there are differences. That's why I'm saying it's halfway.
Dame is.
He jumps over people.
You gotta
He
chill.
been doing that though.
Am I wrong?
You
But
gotta
he was
chill.
never.
Am I wrong?
His
That's
his
cool.
rookie year was he shooting 30 footers like how he is now?
No.
I know. I see what you're saying.
You
He
worked to that.
Steph came in.
Because
Wow.
remember-
Steph changed the game,
Steph came in, got injured. What are you talking about,
bro.
I mean,
So
I'm
I'm
talking about
just saying.
in
I'm
his-
just
in his
saying.
career?
Generational talent.
All right, so as a generation,
we're not
Yes,
disagreeing
I read that. I said over that.
who changed the game of basketball more? Damian Lillard or Steph Curry?
So
I mean, Steph Curry. Who changed the game of basketball more?
Steph.
Steph
That's
was-
Steph.
kinda
But
agree.
all you understand was
I don't
Steph was
see
in
nobody
Golden
else.
State chilling. Dame
I don't see nobody
James
else.
Harden
I mean,
to the crib.
If you're comparing it to Gilbert,
like literally,
Second
they,
what?
like,
First round
like do
exit?
the same thing. I'm gonna shoot
You
you
right.
30 and I'm gonna take you to the basket. It's just Dame is a way better playmaker than Gilbert Arenas because Gilbert Arenas is not
yeah,
looking to pass
at all.
I'm gonna get
Bucket.
these buckets.
He's a bucket.
I'm getting
Watch out.
60. I'm on my 60.
Yeah, watch out. Left, right, left.
Cool.
60 million.
so what I hinted at, let's make a nice segue. What I hinted at, since we was talking about Chris Paul and all that, he, of course, may or may not get a ring. That's still to be determined.
He's getting his
All right,
ring.
cool. That's cool.
He is getting
The question
his ring.
is- the
when he gets
question-
it, I'm gonna come back to this video and be like, "Yo, y'all remember I said?" I can't wait.
So the next question is, would you rather be a champion or do you want to be a Hall of Famer? Like, do you? So if you want me to simplify the question,
Like, would I rather have a ring or would I rather be in the Hall of Fame?
those two things cannot be. That you can't have both,
Why not?
because that is the question.
I know what you mean. I know
Okay.
what you mean.
So
Because
would I rather be
there are some Hall of
You're
Famers
saying
who are
would
in
you
there with
rather
no
be-
ring,
no ring.
and then there's some people
Charles-
who just
you
have a
saying,
championship.
you basically
and not a Hall
saying,
of
you're
Famer.
basically saying like, would I rather be Sean Livingston or AI?
Or
That's basically what you're saying.
Charles Barkley?
That's basically what you're saying.
If
I said
that's
Charles-
one comparison.
That's a basic
Sean
analogy.
Livingston?
You see the calibers I'm talking about.
yeah, he got rings.
See the caliber. He's a really good player, but he not. You know what I'm saying?
Hall of Famer. Nah, word. I see
see
exactly.
what I'm
Nah.
saying?
Sean Livingston really
not
is a
no average
bucket. Like,
player. He's not an average player.
nah, you know why? Because I saw a post like that the other day, and I think I was talking to not Mike, somebody else. But yeah, he's a bucket.
All right, that's one comparison.
How many rings does he have?
Robert Horry,
3?
Right?
Robert
No, he got
Horry,
like 4.
or Charles.
I'd beat Robert Horry over Charles.
Really?
That's just me for my personality. Robert, only because you said specifically Robert Horry, because you're looking like this.
I mean, that's
Robert
okay.
Horry is
We
a
can
very
make we can make different ones.
specialty role player.
I'd be Big Shot Bob before I be Sir Charles.
I understand what you that great.
Yeah, I'll be.
Hold that thought. I was thinking about that.
But
like, if you look at Robert Horry, like when you talk about a role player, if you subtract Robert Horry from the team he's on, there's literally like niggas is not going certain places like at all. Like
Some people is losing in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Houston does not have no ring. Yo,
That's a fact.
Lakers don't have a ring too.
Spurs, he's on that
games.
Spurs team too, bro. This back like, so I'd be Robert because Robert Horry's in the newspapers, like literally. Anytime he made a bucket, he's in the newspapers. That's on national TV. So it's like I'd be Robert Horry over Charles because
I wouldn't want to be Charles because I wouldn't want to hit Shaq, and I know he'd be hurt. Bro.
Shaq can't say.
I feel
What
him.
does Shaq always say to Charles?
You don't have a ring.
What can Shaq say to Robert Horry in that category? Robert Horry got 7. He got 7.
Shaq got
Crazy.
no.
Shaq got 4.
I'm about to say Shaq don't got 4.
Got 7. man.
But that's a different conversation. You feel me? That's another thing. So, but to keep it in terms of the conversation, yo, I could talk to Robert Horry because we up there. Charles, shut the like, you feel me? Like that's it.
Not having a ring means that like that
Like,
shit hurt.
yeah.
Like not having a PSAL.
But
hurt.
that's like
Imagine-
that. I was just about to say like
that shit hurt.
Imagine how Charles feel. You in the Hall of Fame. Like niggas really look like people. They can look at you and go
Robert
to a
Horry
museum.
Hall of Fame too.
Exactly, fake.
Nah,
But Charles
it's
is
not
stamped.
fake. They still like shout out to Rudy Tomjanovich for saying it this year in the Hall of Fame speech, but they not even thinking about Robert Horry.
No, they not.
Yeah,
but
they disrespectful.
someone's gonna throw it up.
Crazy.
Someone's gonna throw it in there eventually.
Listen, Charles is there, and you know what? I know the only thing. Steve Nash. I know everybody that don't got a ring. Like even Jason Kidd got. He like I gotta get one. Like feel me? He not Hall of Fame status, no.
Steve Nash got one. Warriors.
That's not a player ring. I'm not talking.
Get him out of here.
That counts.
Like, bro, no, it does not count at all.
That counts as
Did
a
you
basketball
did you get on this court and play?
It doesn't count. If he had a jersey on for like 30
That's
seconds,
it. That's like saying Ty Lue got a ring.
Bro, you realize
Salute,
some of us
salute.
didn't even know Steve Nash was part of that staff.
Like for real.
I know I didn't.
I did. I knew.
Just because you didn't know doesn't mean
No,
you're
no,
not
no.
a champion.
I
though.
understand,
Like,
but that's how much relevance it holds.
So
I ain't know.
So his
That
ring is cubic zirconia.
Yes.
Okay.
So that means Jason Kidd. I was about to say like that's like saying Jason Kidd ring with the Lakers is valid. It's not. It's not. I mean, it's valid as a coach. Yes, you won a ring as a coach.
Does it not go on the basketball resume?
But that's
As
not
a
that's
coach.
not what
As a
happens.
coach.
You were not in between the lines, though.
Yeah.
You talking about Phil Jackson?
I'm talking about Jason Kidd too. He won that ring last year when the Lakers won the ring. He was on the staff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like as a coach.
He got his ring with the Mavs.
Yeah. Thank you. With Dirk. Respectfully.
They got two of them
He
things.
still
though.
got two.
I bet y'all his
Oh,
Hall of
God.
Fame. He
Quick
gonna
question,
win both. of them.
How many rings Phil
Why
Jackson
not?
got?
I will wear both of them.
Phil Jackson got what is it? 13?
Exactly.
No.
13.
No. Phil Jackson got what? 1 ring?
He got
Oh, you
13.
talking about
Player.
Yeah, player. Where?
Facts.
Real
And then he
player.
won 11 as a coach.
Wasn't he on the Knicks team?
Yes.
As a coach, he was.
That's the
Wait, so
crazy
let me ask you a
part.
question.
We gotta go
When he
talk.
get inducted, they not gonna count.
It's
the
different
two?
accomplishments. It's different accomplishments.
a
I could be
Nah,
wrong though.
they
They might
definitely
say
gonna
Yes.
what? You're fucking. That's like saying no. That's like giving Jordan no credit. They gonna let that. They gonna let the world know Phil did 1, 2, 3, 4.
Probably got a Knicks championship. Bro.
They not gonna-
2 Knicks championships.
Nah,
No,
Phil
Phil Jackson
got a-
was he was
Phil got a
on
Knicks
the
championship.
Like, play it. That's
It's really
crazy.
funny how it's the Knicks one.
Yeah.
Crazy.
What was he
How
playing?
long
It was
ago?
either small forward or 2 guard or
That's
something.
the only reason he got that job.
Yo,
That's
keep it
crazy.
playing, but listen, I was back then the next week.
So
really,
you feel me?
Yeah,
So
we
we
look
all
They beat Will.
everybody would rather be
My mom's
champions.
still talking about.
Everybody would rather be champions.
I in the terms of the players you brought
No.
up, I mean, when you talking about Aeon Thompson,
Yes,
I'd rather
I just said what I said.
I'd
I'd
rather
rather
be a
be
champion.
Robert Horry.
I'd rather be a
It's
champion.
different.
Now much of an achievement that is a
Okay,
ring.
so-
Even for the people that don't do nothing, Jeremy
So
Lin got a ring.
let's do a more basic comparison then. So would you rather be? Damn, I'm trying to think off the top because I'm not trying to pick up like.
Because it's like there's certain players where it's
Would
like.
you rather be Carmelo
Oh my god.
or would you rather be?
LeBron James.
Nah,
D-Wade. Nah, you can't even say that.
Because they're both.
Hall
I'm
of
trying to
Fame,
find
yeah,
somebody
like
that's...
word that just strictly. All right. Draymond Green. There you go. He got rings.
He's going to be all of
You
them.
think so?
Yes.
There's no question.
Nah, yeah, but right now,
There's like no
right now,
question.
if he
Right now.
retired, he's Hall of Fame.
There's no question of God's
What is he? 3-time champion. How many defensive player of the year? 2.
One.
I know one
He
for
has
sure.
one.
I feel like he
He has
he
one
just
because
need-
he was in between Rudy
I feel like-
Gobert.
It's gonna take a minute.
That's what I'm saying. I
Oh
feel
no,
like-
73 and now too.
Nah,
He's
I'm
definitely-
not mad. I know he is, but I just feel like it just needs a little bit more. He needs finishing
He
touches.
led a 73 and 9 team in assists.
Okay, I can't argue, but like I said, finishing
He
touches.
led the team in assists.
Finishing touches. That's all I'm
Wait,
gonna say.
Quick question.
Finishing
quick question,
touches.
quick question. When they lost the finals of that series.
Who?
The Warriors.
It's a real question. When they
Yeah.
lost the finals of that series. Whose disappearance initiated said L's?
Why are we
Listen,
bringing up 26?
We don't need to talk about
I'm
that.
asking you. I'm
We
asking
don't need
you.
to talk about that.
That's, you don't even gotta say nothing.
Yeah,
That's-
I was about to say.
trouble.
Yeah, that's like
trouble.
fake.
That's
Yeah,
trouble.
like listen.
Answer that in the comments, y'all.
35,
Answer that in the comments.
35 is done. It's 7 now, right? So I understand what you're saying, but finishing touches.
All right, so champion.
Same way as he trying to do his own finishing touches.
So
You
not
think he not Hall of
Draymond-
Fame?
Draymond or Carmelo?
I'm Draymond.
I'm Mavs.
I'm
Draymond. I'm
Draymond.
Draymond.
Syracuse, respectfully. And it was so long ago, bro. Like
you got me. I don't know. I don't know if I'd rather be.
Mel's top 10 scoring.
I'm
That's
Draymond.
crazy. That's a crazy
is
accomplishment.
he still top 10 right now?
He's still top 10
He
scoring.
just got top 10.
Old time.
Yeah, like
Like
he-
out of everybody who
okay,
played,
okay.
everybody we just
and
named.
he can get up there some more if he play another season.
He's
For
gonna
sure.
he's gonna pass if I'm not mistaken, Moses Malone or Alvin
Yeah,
Hayes.
he got one
the
of them dudes
next
next.
3 games because he's like 30 points.
He's really
behind.
right there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh,
That's
next
cool.
season.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I'm
like
Draymond.
because those are only
Draymond.
regular season
I
buckets.
got enough blocks, steals. I'm good. Ranks.
I don't know if I'd rather be.
Dimes,
3
yeah.
rings though. Ring.
And you
Hello.
played up against.
He got some. He got.
Ain't those not just
numbers that
those not
I'm
no average rings. Those good
Anyone who
rings.
says Draymond is a trash player
He's
is
bugging.
hated.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, those
Anyone who
good
says
rings.
Draymond is an average player is hated.
He's an amazing.
so.
He's like really like the
I might
core
have to
piece.
be Melo. No, Cap.
He's the
For what?
alright.
Wait, so
I
Actually,
respect it.
the thing is,
Draymond
I'm
is
not
a
making
generational
Melo's
talent?
decisions though. Respectfully.
We would have went to Chicago.
yo, is Draymond a generational talent?
With D Rose.
Wow.
Is Draymond a generational talent?
Like, can there be another one?
He's like a. I'd say he's a.
That's a tough question,
If Draymond was a 2K player, he'd be a specialty character.
but he is a 2K player.
yeah.
Like, there could be another game.
My player.
Oh, my player vibes.
Like
Technically,
that's
he
a
is, but
special.
I feel
Like
you.
that package right there. You like that's a purpose. Like I see Draymond in
He would
like,
be a point forward.
I see like
He'd be a
Draymond.
player.
Like I look at Draymond like a less out there version of Dennis Rodman ish.
That's what I'm
more
saying.
towards that type
Yeah,
of run.
like-
Except his playmaking put him in a different realm because Dennis Rodman, even though Dennis Rodman is a good passer, he's a good passer. We don't know, it's a good passer. Draymond's like cerebral. Like he runs those plays. So
Is it cerebral or you
Yes.
play with 2 of the best
it's
shooters of all time?
cerebral. It's cerebral.
So why didn't it work this shit? Why wasn't he electrifying this shit?
You only have one of the greatest shooters.
I know.
Who else
I
is
know.
making these
Oh,
shots?
Exactly. Kelly Oubre got
I'm
hurt
saying it's a
as
lot.
soon as he started
Like,
doing
Kelly
good.
Oubre ain't hit no threes though.
Exactly.
he's-
That's what I'm saying. You literally.
What I'm
That's
saying,
why
though,
Steph had such a great year.
You gotta make other people.
Where was
I was
the
having
Warriors
that
before
argument
Draymond?
yesterday. What you mean? Where they was at before Draymond? No way. He was there before Steph. No way. He was there before Clay. It takes a team. What I'm saying is they're
That's
the
what I'm
best.
saying.
He's the
Yeah.
most expendable piece out of that though. You can put another playmaker there.
nah.
He's interchangeable. You
He
put
is interchangeable, but I
can
feel
put-
like
you
he's
can
not
put a bunch of
interchangeable.
playmakers with them.
You take Draymond out of that 20.
I do not
When did
agree
they
with
win the ring? 26? No, 20.
I don't agree with that.
2020,
Here's you know why I say
2015,
you can't- I wouldn't put Ben
2017,
Simmons, Draymond,
2018.
I'm not gonna say
No, I ain't finished saying Ben. I
You
was
take
gonna say
Draymond out that 2015. That was before. Yeah, you take him out. They're not winning that ring. I don't
What?
think so.
Like other playmakers. I wasn't gonna.
think
Like,
so?
I wasn't gonna say nobody else.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Last discussion of the day. It's a very touchy one for
Shorty girl.
for the black community. USA. She wants for USA, right? Facts. Sha'Carri Richardson has officially been
Disqualified.
disqualified from the Tokyo Olympics. It first went from being suspended 30 days, which would have given her some type of leeway in returning to Tokyo. But of course, that news was quickly squashed, and they said it's quiet.
I believe with that 30-day suspension, she was gonna be like the 30-day. She was gonna do it. She was doing it already, and then they had like 5 more days or something like that. So she would have been good if they would have been like, all right, she could play, she could run. But, yeah.
Facts. So the reason why she did that, for those that don't know, if you've been living under a rock, she smoked some weed because of course a reporter broke news to her saying that her mother passed away. I don't know the details of that. I'm gonna leave that alone.
The reporter, that was the first time her hearing.
No, yeah, I knew. I'm talking about like the way her mother passed away. I don't know the details on that.
Certain, but that's how she heard it. For
that's
how
she heard it first ever. That's wacky on national television. That's crazy.
Wow.
But and after that,
hey, your run was great. Also, your mother just passed.
Like, so after that, the press, whatever you want to call it, she smoked some weed, and later that week she had a drug test and she failed, and these are the repercussions. This is tough. I'm not gonna say it's tough. I'm just gonna say that she already said she knew what she was doing. She knew she had a drug test coming up. She smoked the weed. Yada yada yada.
It ain't crack, put it on a track.
You feel me? But
her smoking weed really does just make it extra impressive.
I don't think
to
it
me,
does, bro.
You don't? You can run? How she run?
It's different. It's different if it's different when you're a regular person smoking weed and then you're a literal national athlete trying to do that. So you probably took one little break, like you did your little one spliff, whatever you want to call it.
How old is she?
And then you 20s. She's 21, I believe.
Yeah,
she's 21.
21,
She'll be
22.
25 for the next Olympics. That's how I feel about this.
Yeah, but
I mean, that's prime. But when you think about it,
she knows
she missed the opportunity, though.
It happens.
And
like,
I hate to play devil's advocate, but you knew what it was.
Yeah.
I feel like she probably thought.
That's what she said.
She probably thought.
And she's not.
She probably thought she was gonna eat that 30-day, and she's
taking
gonna pop
her
out.
L. It's not like she's like.
And that's what I like her about. Like that's what I like about her.
We can't feel no type of way because she don't feel no type of way.
Exactly, and that's what are all these reporters keep.
Her mom just died.
What am I gonna do?
Word.
What is she gonna do? Listen, she took the L.
How do you guys feel about Vano? Talk to me. How do you feel about the uproar in Twitter and social media and how people are saying let her run, it's only the weed or something like that? Like, how do you feel about just people not realizing there are others?
That's just what it is. People don't realize it's others. It's like victimization and stuff like that. Like, she realized what she did, and as black people, it's like a bunch of other athletes that are running, so we can't not support them because she knows the mistake she made. It's not like she's begging for pity. Her mom passed. Like, God rest her mom. We're not even sending her condolences. We still worried about her running.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Like, her mother
respectful.
died. Like, I don't even know why people still talking about the race. Like, she should be allowed to live her life and grieve her mom's loss. Like you said, got 4 more years. You'll be 25. And even if not, gotta bury your mother.
There's other races in between and other big events you can do.
Yeah,
of course, the Olympics are the Olympics, but
True, but she'll be fine.
Come out with your own strength.
She's the fastest. She's the fastest. Like, she's really the fastest.
I mean,
word for word, like she said, the Olympics are not going to be the same without her. But hey,
I wouldn't say that because, well, look at it like this: the media coverage would be different.
Nah, it's not guaranteed to be better because no one beat her record yet.
exactly.
Facts. But
So it's like
If someone
look at
beats
it
her
in
record
the-
at the Olympics this year,
now it's going to be like,
yeah,
oh,
that's different.
shoot.
Okay, but of course that her not being there gives the opportunity for others to shine.
Yeah.
Just like how sports is next person up mentality. Probably final question on that. How do you think people look at it? Like, is this gonna portray weed in a different light in terms of legalizing it nationwide or globally, since we're talking Olympics, or weed in sports? This is what I want to focus on, weed in sports, because certain sports have their leeways with it. NFL is they're leaning towards accepting it, but not really. NBA, they still have their restrictions on it. David Stern, the prior commissioner, definitely was in favor of trying to transition the NBA to letting that rock, but that's still up in the air. What do you see weed going in sports? And
nowhere.
Nowhere? As in, it's just gonna stay as is?
Yes, because you got to look at it like this. All right.
It won't.
Basketball isn't just an American sport anymore. It's international. Certain countries, weed is punishable by death.
Okay.
No way you can have. There's no way on God's earth you'll ever have globalized weed legalization.
Nah, before America.
We don't need it.
I was about to say, we don't need to globalize.
NFL.
That's not gonna
Not
work
the
either.
Olympics, though.
It's not gonna work either.
It will.
It's not gonna
It
work.
can.
I mean, why
Not
would it?
now.
Because you have to understand, people don't want. You gotta look at when you sign that contract. People are invested in your body.
That is.
If you tarnish somebody's investment with a contract that you signed, that's why the fines are so harsh when you get caught up in drug tests. Because it's like, We literally pay you to keep yourself
healthy
in the highest.
Now that it's legal,
Condition.
but if it's legal in the
That
country,
don't mean
now
nothing. That don't mean nothing.
so what about the medicine that they give you that deters you when you have an injury? That's still messing up your body. When you
And
go
you
to the
still gotta
gym,
go, and you still gotta go to
exactly,
rehab to fix your.
exactly. So it's
And weed is not. It's just.
I ain't
a
saying
lot
it was
more-
perfect, but I'm telling you.
Most
So
of
you
these
could get
athletes
sucked-
just
No,
use
but I'm
it,
telling
use
you
it as
why
like
it's not going to be
a
legal.
coping
The farthest
mechanism
they'll
to
probably go
relax.
is
Like
CBD.
doing CBD, that
The
stuff.
farthest they'll probably go is CBD for your joints and stuff like that.
Maybe, but
That's
you know,
the farthest.
that's not no
That's
THC.
the-
Yeah, CBD is kind of
Maybe
that's
I
the
look like-
leeway I'm talking about. They're
Yeah.
edging
And
on
also,
that
you look at
side
the
of
business
it.
behind it. It's like, when you get it, that's big bread.
Yeah.
Big tax. We go, like, weed
I
tax
think
is
see-
40%.
I see
You
what
know,
Mike
NBA wanna
talking
take
about.
that
Because
hit.
then now let's say that the NBA make weed legal. What they gonna do now? Like a cookies and NBA
But the thing
type
is-
of,
no, but the
like
thing is-
Louis, LV and NBA. That would be crazy.
Adam Silver.
Yo, that Adam Silver pack. Yo, cookies. I
But-
gave you the
but-
idea.
But look though,
Adam
because
Silver
we've
Hayes.
seen players, NBA's players specifically, like
Matt
the-
Barnes.
Matt Barnes, like they don't. It wasn't publicized during
They
their
all
playing
retired.
time, but of course after they retired, they've all said, "I've been high during games.
Yeah.
I've been high during seasons.
Kobe was
Yeah.
hot.
Like
Yeah.
so,
Kobe.
like people like."
gotta
Well, clearly, it's for the face of it in PR. Weed isn't in the right light these days.
Yeah. Because
But
they're,
with
they're
our new
children role
generation,
models.
when we get 50, 60, by that time it's gonna be different. I'm
But
telling you.
even then, it's
But even
it's still a thing because we gotta look at like
yeah,
sports is, even though we as grown people make it go around, sports is taught to children.
so then
If you attach something like that to children's sport,
now you're
things
making
get
it
iffy.
now you're making it
That's
okay
why,
to
like-
say kids. Oh, when you
That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
I understand. Like, it makes sense.
I see what
it
you're
makes
saying.
a lot of sense why it should happen, but the business don't add up.
You know how many kids want to go to the NBA? Now
Yeah.
imagine they
Well,
legalize
you know
weed
that
and they say,
nothing
"Oh, I want to go to the
you
NBA.
can't
I can
have-
smoke."
But like,
Like what? Like that's fake
marijuana
crazy.
can't be attached to anything involving children at all. Period. That cannot happen. So off rip, the NBA that literally makes baby jerseys and such. If cookies was on the back of a baby's jersey,
That's fake crazy. That's why I was just telling Sway. That's why I was just telling Sway. Look,
that's why I'm like,
you know how many
I understand what y'all
kids dream
saying,
about?
but you
I
gotta
used to
think
dream
about
about going to the NBA. So imagine you saying that like the
is
NBA.
not the NBA is not the AAU though. Like that's professionals.
But
adult
come
people.
on,
you get what I just said,
come
though?
on. Like
Yeah, you're talking about merchandise. You
if
don't
it was
have to-
Gersh, it's different.
just because the athletes are
Commercials.
allowed to, the athletes don't have to
would
advertise.
there be a
that
be
they're
like
doing
Mike with a spliff?
it. No,
Exactly.
that's for Gatorade though. That wasn't for a Mike jersey.
Word.
Yeah, that was for Gatorade, not a
What's
Mike
he
jersey.
wearing in that
He
video?
wasn't wearing his jersey. He wasn't. He was wearing Jordan gear in the commercial. That's his gear though. We're
I
talking
wanna
about the
be like
NBA.
Mike.
Like, the NBA.
When you look on the
But
NBA
he's a-
jersey, what's
but
on
what
that
is-
jersey?
What is
now?
his profession?
Not
Not on only like a couple teams. But
Which
yes,
teams
I-
are those?
The one he owns, Chicago has their version of that.
I think so.
What are you talking about? Fred?
And like with the because
Oh,
you know how
yeah.
it's Nike check and it's a Jordan logo.
Nike makes the NBA jerseys.
Yeah,
That's a fact. But Jordan sponsors Charlotte.
Show me
No.
You see the connections
Yes, I get
of why
it.
this cannot work?
I get it.
Yeah.
Like,
It won't work. I agree with you now. Like it won't. But not saying that just because it won't work.
oh, they should do it.
As I'm like,
That'd be great.
that
would be
means
great.
NBA
I'm
players
not
can't
saying-
smoke.
That'd be
KD
great.
confessed to smoking weed. You know Kyrie get high.
Yeah, that's cool.
He been smoking a zombie since he been in Brooklyn. Like respectfully though, respectfully, do what you gotta do. We love you, Kai. Get better for me. But Za
Bro,
Gumbo
all of this is a legend.
out.
All of this is a legend.
I'm just
He ain't
saying.
accusing nobody of
You
nothing,
know?
bro.
So we
Oh
could-
yeah, this all
if you-
alleged. All alleged.
Well, I'm saying this is all
Speculation.
alleged.
speculations.
If y'all would like confer with
Hypotheticals.
us, you know what I'm saying? Hit us up. That's all right. We here.
Word.
You know
Wow.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, all the smoke y'all want to
They
tap in.
reported
That's
live.
crazy. Like, we
All
don't
the
know
smoke.
nothing
I
about
love
nothing.
Mad Barnes. That is that guy.
Yeah.
But
all y'all, yo, hit us up.
Yeah.
Hey,
Like
just
that.
like
Real.
Yeah,
that.
Gersh.
Word.
Tonight.
Yeah, Gersh.
You feel me? Tap
Yeah,
in.
Gersh.
Thanks for tuning in. See y'all next time. Whenever
Bow!
it is. Make sure y'all tune in on the podcast, Apple and Spotify. Check the YouTube out. We got the
Yeah, I'm
Facebook
saying.
and the Instagram also
Yo,
recorded
go
live.
check out that Gertz video right
feel
now.
me?
Yo, check it out. I'm about to go check it out.
Hey, we're out of here.